room go crazy. Now this side of the room go crazy. Please welcome to the brilliant Ciaran.
Try that again. Hello! Hello! Hey! How you doing? I just moved this kind of corpse of a microphone stand over before it actually dies in front of us. How you doing? Grand, good. I'm fine, thanks. Yeah, I'm probably the only act that's going to be on tonight that like basically looks like a fucking geography teacher. Right? I know if you laugh, that must be fucking true, right? I did a gig in the middle of the country one day in the middle of Ireland, and I said, I look like a geography teacher. Or basically, I'm every woman's dream if she dreams of geography teachers. And there was this beautiful girl up the front, and she was gorgeous, she was very young, and she looked at me and she says, I don't think you look like a geography teacher. And I was going, are you over 18? And she said, no. And I went, oh Christ, okay. And she goes, my geography teacher's hot. And I was like, oh, fuck you, Jesus. Talk about an insult. And I was like, well, do I look like anything else? And one guy put up his hand and he says, you look like a person most likely to be found near a children's playground. I'm like, don't you laugh at that. That makes that true as well. The worst thing my mates have ever done to me is said, oh, look, I'll meet you in the park. And then they ring the cops going, there's a very dodgy looking fella near a fucking playground. You want to be careful with him, you know? Fucking hell. I mean, I have to be honest, right? I mean, I'm probably the oldest on the lineup as well now. And this is the weird thing because, I mean, I started doing stand-up when I was 25 years old in a small, smelly, grotty, dingy fucking basement. Look how far I've come, lads! Come on! Yes, that was yesterday. I got over here, I was 25. This is what Edinburgh does to you. I'm fucking wrecked. And the older you get, the more fucking intolerant you get of shit. Have you noticed this? You still think you're 18 in your fucking head till you go out, and then the fucking music is too loud, and her voice is too fucking loud, and the table's too fucking sticky, and sometimes you can't hear anything, and sometimes like it's too fucking loud, and sometimes you can't see anything, sometimes you can't read anything, and by the end you can't even fuck whatever you see anyway. So it's a fucking so frustrating, like, you know. I mean, like, you would believe that, like, you know, I don't always just do stand-up comedy. I have to do something that supports me to keep my fucking huge career going. And I work as a tour guide. Jesus Christ. Most comedians start as a tour guide, and then, no, it's fucking, I think I've peaked and I'm going down the other way now. But I discovered, like, tour guiding is very difficult. I mean, but the weird thing, at the moment I'm putting loads of Germans on buses. In a cruel twist of fate, I'm the one that's putting them on a fucking bus now. It's just, it gets me out of bed in the morning, you know. Historical justice, I call it, you know. It's fucking mad, like, you know. But I mean, you know, what I discovered is, when I started as a tour guide, I was grand, I was full of the joys, going, welcome to Ireland, top of the morning, isn't it fucking brilliant? And then about, you know, a couple of years in, I started realising, this is the worst job for me, because I'm slowly becoming a fucking racist. I mean, it doesn't happen, like, you know, overnight, but you just, and it's not the obvious kind of racism, it's weird countries and, you know, whoever just pisses you off, basically. And I'll tell you the gateway drug to racism. You basically, you know, if someone pisses you off, you say, do you mind me asking, where are you from? Right? That's how you fucking know. Because basically what you want to do is find out where they're from and then fucking hate everyone that comes from there, you know? Is there anybody from Edinburgh here? Yes. Oh, look, one. Very good. Right, there was much more earlier, you know. But I met some of you guys. God, you're the friendliest people in the world. I thought you were outnumbered. I thought most of Edinburgh left and just left the country and said, just tell you what, just fucking clean it up when you're finished with it, you know. And I mean, I bumped into some of you guys. Brilliant. They were so generous. I got bald pints. This was against the stereotype as far as I'm concerned. I couldn't believe it. And they shared their lunch with me as well. Dog biscuits. Is that a thing? Do Edinburgh people just eat? These guys eat me dog biscuits. Very strange, you know. But there's a negotiation. I was flying for a gig earlier on, and 3 Edinburgh guys walked past me. All right, buddy, what's going on? Do you want to come into the gig? I said, it's like, oh, no fucking way, man. You're Irish. You're probably not fucking funny. And I was like, then they said, tell us a joke. And I'm on the spot there, and I'm like, Jesus, you know, the ultimate challenge is to sort of give someone a fire and be funny at the same time. It's hard enough up here. And basically they said, right, tell us a joke. And like, all I could think of is just the one joke I could think of is like, Right, you're from Edinburgh, let me see. Okay, what's the difference between fucking wallpaper and toilet paper? And they went, I'm not fucking clue, man. And I said, that's because you're from fucking Edinburgh, you dirty bastard. Oh, Jesus Christ. But the worst fucking thing of all, I mean, okay, we tested this earlier. I don't think there's any Americans here, are there? Give us a cheer. Great, right. This is the thing I hate the most, right? They're so fucking positive. This is the thing that slowly killed me when I was on, like, doing this tour guide business. Because they come over and they say things like, oh, I love your little country. And you go, oh, thanks. And then you start thinking about it afterwards. It's a bit fucking patronising, isn't it? You know, it's almost like they're saying, it's just like a real country, only smaller. And I mean, I swear to God, I said, they're the most beautiful people in the world, perfect teeth, beautiful skin. They say, like, I'm Irish. It's like, no, you're not. You're tall. Your teeth are facing the right direction, you know? I mean, you clearly left Ireland 2 more generations and we'll be fucking hobbits, you know? So I'm like, come over. You're very welcome. And then, like, when they get there, they're like, oh, yeah, it's so beautiful here. And I'm like, yeah, that's because you left. I mean, you left. Only the dregs got left behind, you know? I'm on the basically ugly motherfucker visa. I have to go home today because I'm representing the country in a very bad way because I'm only 5'7". I lied, 5'4". Yeah. But bottom line was, I managed to get one of these beautiful American women finally into bed. I had to lie the shite out of her, and it was her, my name in the end. I said, like, she said, does your name have meaning? And I went, yeah, it does, yeah. It means the little brown cow in the field that belongs to St. Kevin, who's the son of the big bear. Nobody else cares about that. American women, when they're drunk, went, oh my God, that's amazing. But the maddest thing was, I managed to get her back to me attic. The last girlfriend I had there, she just stayed at home all day. There was nowhere to hide. She was constantly there. She never left the house, constantly writing in her journal. And eventually I just had to get rid of her. Her name was Anne. But you have to be frank about these things, you know. But basically, this American woman was the first time there was anyone in the attic. I spent my life in basements and attics. And finally there's this American woman. She's so confident. She takes off all her clothes. She stands there like a superwoman going, hey, it's your turn now. And it's the first time I've seen a naked body, like, because it's so cold and we're so full of shame in Ireland, you never see one. I was astounded. And then she goes, your turn. And I'm going, oh dear God, standing in front of a goddess, this is going to be fun. And then I finally broke up the courage, stood there in front of her and said, ha, what do you fucking think of that? And she goes, I love your little penis. It's just like a real one. Only small. So fuck the Americans. Guys, you've been absolutely wonderful. Thanks so much.
So we've got one more act, absolutely brilliant.